okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just haven't had political points. So Kaiserreich makes getting political points harder anyway, because you have what is called party popularity. If your popularity is below 80%, which it has been throughout the entire game, then you get less party power, political power. Plus, I am playing on veteran, which means there is a further 25% reduction in political power. Plus, I'm the Ottomans, which meant I had to go through a load of disasters and really, really, really nasty events early on, which just set me back massively. It wasn't until like 1943 that my government was stable enough to actually gain political power. So there are a lot of malices there which had to be contended with. Different nations get different amounts of political power. That's one of the things that I love about Kaiserreich, actually, is the way that political power really kind of mirrors the stability of your nation. So for the Ottomans, you're always going to be low. For Civil War America, you're always going to be low. For Russia, I went below minus 1,000 political power with Russia. So that kind of suggests to you how Russia does. But some nations are really stable, like Commune of France, I think, has positive. Germany has positive. Who else? Japan, very positive political power. Japan's like rock stable in this. One of the most powerful nations. So yeah, it really changes the feel of the countries depending on how much political power you have, because unlike in vanilla, you can go negative, and negative results in like low stability and eventually disasters, which cripples your industry, it cripples your army, it cripples loads of things, and it genuinely is a bad idea to let your political power drop too low. And we are actually gaining manpower at the moment. We're at war, doing a massive offensive and gaining manpower. Which also means that my units are at full fighting strength. Wow. How? Impressive. You guys haven't quite got that together yet. The offensive for Moscow is definitely going apace. I mean, we have a lot of very, very strong troops right there. The Marines not doing quite as well, but the Marines don't have the same level of experience. Plus, we are struggling with some epic attrition. We are still trying to fix that. Oh, hello. We can get some more. Let's do that. Any more on that side? No. We do, however, have level 10 infrastructure all the way through to that area. Just need to make sure that these are properly put to the top. And we are getting the additional repair currently. So all the damaged infrastructure in here should be getting repaired more quickly too. Did I put my planes up? No, because I still haven't really got any positive. What government is the CSA right now? They are syndicalist. They are the Central Chamber Committee. Apparently Huey... Is it Huey Long? No, he's the AUS. Who's the syndicalist leader? I'm not sure. I can't do planes, I have no manpower. Oh, you mean the planes that I have here? They are still in the Western Sahara. Although I could potentially put them in Central Russia. Yes. We'll put you over there. And also the fighters from the Caucasus. Let's put you guys up here too. Like so. And screw it, Iran. We'll need you. There's clearly some pretty major air battles going on here. Although, reaching that is difficult. How many jets do I have? I have 2,000 jets. Right, because I never replaced the fighters with jets. So, as soon as I actually have manpower, which is in 3 political points time, then I can start using jets. And we will go bang, 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 Jack Reed. Thank you, that's the one. Oh, little counterattack going on here. I see you. Trying to get me a... Even if you do cut me off here, all of my supplies coming this way, so irrelevant. Though I guess you could try and cut these guys off. I'll be in Moscow by Christmas. 9.3 million casualties. Russia. Seriously. Let's get the final engineer. So if we are being defensive, then we have more. Actually, no, we should have gone for the recon, because recon is a bonus to offense, and we're currently attacking. Never mind. Janissaries just saw him like, blip, blah. I'm coming through here. Get out of my way. 16 divisions, not a problem. I love that Janissary, he's amazing. Fast units, however, are getting a little bit too spread out. Let's concentrate you a little bit more. There we go. All adults serve. 20% of our population in the army. Boom! 3.5 million. Huzzah! Right. What I really need are some air bases. Up here in Saratov. That would be nice. Do we have any other air bases? Not really. Don't think it matters. Let's just grab 1,000 jets. And throw you in Central Russia on air superiority duty. And then the other fighters that I have here, because clearly I'm not going to need them there, put you in the western area and you can be bombing here. And then close air support we can also assign in this area. Have we seriously not taken any air bases here? Yep, seriously we have not. And we've got a cutoff here. Huzzah. You can be air support. 50. 100. And 50. 200. Then all of you assigned here. Go destroy stuff. And that will make my armies even more effective because we have complete air coverage. Cool. Russia's taken the air production focus to try and counter my air superiority. Quite wise. Does making people serve have other drawbacks as you recruit more of your population? You produce much less efficiently. So when you are at, for example, volunteer only, recruitable population is 1.5% of your population, but no other penalties. Then once you get to, say, extensive conscription, you start taking training time penalties, so it takes longer for your troops to go through training to get to the front line, basically. So you build units slower. Then as you get to service by requirement, you start getting some factory output, dockyard output, and construction speed penalties, plus your training time gets worse, and then finally all adults serve. Massive population. You get a massive percentage of your population fighting, but your factory output, dockyard output, and construction speed are all way down, as is training time. So your industry really starts to suffer as you go higher and higher, as basically you're moving people from your factories into the army. Yeah, this is Kaiserreich, where Germany won the First World War. And then lost the Second World War, but then won the Third World War. Germany's back! Even though they were defeated once, they are back. Alright, this purple line is getting a little thin for my taste. So what I might do is switch the greens to supporting the reds and have the purples holding the center. So you guys hold up to here and then the greens hold up to here, because there's a lot more greens than there are purples. And I'm a little bit concerned that the purples are getting a bit spread thin. However, Nimunder's forces here are pushing their way through rather awesomely. Do we have some more Janissaries? Oh, we do. Huzzah! Let's get you guys in training. We have a couple more Marines ready to join the Marines, who are currently attacking through the center of Siberia, going towards the Urals. Because clearly that's... If you're going to put Marines anywhere, it would be in an offensive going towards the Urals, obviously. And then you guys are still in training. We have a lot of Janissaries in training, which I like. Cool. Scraping the barrel. We're not quite there yet. I mean, 3.5 million is a lot of people. I was on, like, 600k manpower for a long time. I took out Austria, losing only about 200,000. I mean, our losses against Russia, this kind of says it all. We've lost 648,000. They've lost 9.8 million. So yeah, rather big difference there. We are getting more and more factories. I'm not sure I need them. We don't have the resources for this. Although once we've taken Russia, we will have tons of resources. Russia is rather resource rich. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're not getting more of them already. No, that's resistance. Where's resources? That's resources. Steel there, steel there, steel there. Lots of steel in the Urals, in Magnitogorsk, and over here as well. Oral. So yeah, we're getting closer to their steel production areas. We got some tungsten and steel from this. And actually tungsten is another thing that we definitely do need. We've got a bunch of tungsten and chromium and some oil from the Caucasus, but those are all resources I produce a lot of. With the exception of tungsten, which we need a lot of. 144 short. Yeah, this being Kaiserreich, there's always going to be a shortage of steel. Okay, all the marines have been done. I never actually finished these attacks. Well, let's get the plus 15% land night attack. That will help my land forces. Not that they really need help. And then Reds. You're getting a little bit distracted. Let's have you focusing from over there. $10 million. Russia has now lost 10 million troops. I'm not that surprised. I mean, my troops are now fully strengthened up. I know that heavy tank divisions are extremely potent. So, yeah. Plus, we did so much damage down here, I kind of suspect that they must be running out of equipment and things. Oh no, their strength is actually pretty high. I think this is just the strength of good division templates. One thing I could do, though, is go to the modern tanks and upgrade them. Because you have not been upgraded at all. First things first, armor, most important. Then reliability to make sure we don't lose that counter. Then we probably want engine. And then after that, main gun. Alright, let's start making the Mark 1s. Not that we can actually afford to make any, but hey. We can pretend to be making them. We can put in the orders and waste the industry. Oh, we are building some. We have 300. Let's make a duplicate of you. We're going to call you the Neo Janissary. And we're going to make your template the skull. And what we're going to do with you is we are basically replacing your heavies with moderns. And because I don't have modern SPs yet, which I will need to research, we'll just add these. For now. Oh, I don't have points. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, we'll do... Really? Oh, for Pete's sake. I'll wait a little while and get 5 points of land experience. To save this model. Then I'll keep updating it from there. Right, so what does this cost? This will cost 450 modern tanks. So for every 450 modern tanks that we have, we can build one Neo Janissary. What I'll probably do is upgrade the regular Janissaries with them. And we have a lot of air as well, so we may as well upgrade our jets. So they are already pretty darn good. Alright, let's start making some Mark II jets. Slight efficiency hit, but we have tons of jets already. We're probably not losing many. So we should be absolutely wrecking the Russians over the skies of Moscow. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, we are. They're beating us in Central Asia. Do I want to divert planes over to Central Asia? Not really. Oh, wait, we have manpower. Let's just get 200 modern jets and stick you over Central Asia. In fact, I'm going to get... How big is this airbase? Yeah, it's big enough. Let's get some more. Let's do that. And then we'll get some close air support too. 50. 1. 50. 2. 50. 3. 50. 4. 50. And then 500. That should be sufficient. We'll grab all of you, put you in Central Asia, and shoot their tanks, please. So the reason that I split up the close air support, and I don't know if this is still true for Death of Dishonor, but it certainly is for this version of Vanilla, is that close air support can, and tactical bombers, anything that's attacking ground combat, can only hit one division at a time. So if you have a wing of 1,000 planes, you will obliterate that one division. It's just not very efficient, because basically you'll destroy it with the first 50 planes and then the next 950 planes are doing nothing. If you split them up into units of 50, which is kind of optimal, between 50 and 100 depending on your range penalties, is optimal. So for every 50 wing you'll destroy one division, then the next one will go and destroy the next one, then the next wing will come and destroy the next one, the next wing will come and destroy the next one, and it's just a much more efficient way of conducting air attacks. I really hope that they have fixed that in Death and Dishonor, but I don't know. I haven't seen any data on that. Be careful on the right flank. Yeah, they've been trying to cut me in over there plenty of times. All of my supplies coming through here, so I'm not that worried if they do cut me off here. It just means that supply will have to come through here for that, but it's already been upgraded, so not a huge problem. Okay, we are basically on the outskirts of Moscow now. Huzzah. And manpower is not a problem. How come we have large ships that need repair? Why are you not getting repaired? Go get repaired. 8 battle cruisers, 3 ancient battleships, 1 heavy cruiser, and 14 light cruisers. Light cruisers are all tier 3. Battle cruisers are all tier 2, except for 1. Mordred Hudvengar. Cool. Right, and we have research, which should be recon. Cool. Apparently your plane's not doing anything. Ooh. Here we have a fighter unit not doing anything. Why? Pretty sure I already set you for that. But okay. Look for Gooderin was here signs. Alright, Reds are still pushing through there. Do we have some more Janissaries? No, but we have another Marine. More Marines for the Urals. Off you go. Are you a full unit yet? Yes, you are. Good. Now we just need the Janissaries. Do we have enough modern tanks for a Neo? No, we don't. Because we are still horribly lacking in steel. Well, we should be getting more and more of it. Close to getting that group. Once we get that 76 and that 40, then we should be pretty solid. Once we get that 72 and this 76, then we'll be very solid indeed. Janissary's just like, yeah, there's a guy here, I don't care. Roll over him. Drive me closer. I want to hit him with my sword. I love that meme. Brilliant. Am I concerned about how broad a front I'm maintaining? A little bit, but not hugely, because I do have quite a few troops in the field. So long as I can punch through and get to Moscow, I'm happy. Russia only has a 60% national unity, so they won't be able to survive the loss of their industrial heartland. Oh, we have units to deploy. Oh, it's all the motorized. Yes. Now the question is, do I want to just throw you straight into the fray, or do I want to train you first? I think I just answered my own question. I was actually going to right-click on this to get them trained, but then that didn't happen. So you know what? Let's just throw all of you guys into the fray. Let's go for Moscow. Draw a new order for the Sultan. Yeah, I probably should. Let's get rid of that and say, I want. I hear this part of Russia is nice this time of year. Take it for me. And actually, the reason my offensive is slowing now is because my planning my planning thingy has dropped quite a lot, so I'm not hitting them as hard. So what I probably should do is just halt the offensive at this point. Let you all build up some more planning. And then hit them again. And we can weather their counterattacks, that's not really a problem. Purple, you are currently attacking the wrong place too. I need you to take this. Although that's not a very ambitious order, I must admit. What the hell is happening here? Oh, I see. That's Vasco. Except what I really need to do is right-click on you to select those guys, and then say, I wish you to draw this line here. Okay, let's get this planning going. Russian counterattack is happening, but they're not really getting anywhere. They're just wasting stuff. And in fact, their fighting strength is dropping, so they must be either out of manpower or out of supplies. Which is good. We also have a whole bunch more factories. Which is also good, but I don't really know what to do with them. You know what I can do? Where is my awesome Janissary unit, which has been here for ages? It would be you. Change division template. We're going to make you a Neo-Janissary. No we're not. I'm going to change the Neo-Janissary template before I do that. To have more modern tanks and more cavalry. I love the fact I'm using cavalry. No! These need to be motorized, not cavalry. Which could mean that they're going to need a significant amount of training, because this unit is absolutely nothing like the previous unit. I don't really want a neophyte in the field. No, I think we need to train Neo-Janissaries. So let's start that going. Can't just put them in the field, unfortunately. Oh, and our fast unit is up to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cancel you. Ching wants to send me some more volunteers. Lovely. Ah, screw it. May as well get some more modern tanks. When do we have research available? 28 days. So I must remember to get the SPG. Modern SPGs. So I can assign them to my modern tank. The Neo-Janissaries. Still out of... Once again, I'm going to say I don't like this system. I have enough chromium, I have enough oil. The only thing I'm lacking is steel. So why are you grinding all of my factories to a halt? I don't like that system. I preferred it when you just had a really big slowdown on the amount you were actually building rather than just none. Especially when resource shortages are a very real problem. because there just ain't enough of them in the game. Neo Janissary sounds like an 80s comic hero. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. Alright. How close are we to this next offensive? Actually, not too far. Actually, no, we're away. Oh, and we're paused. That doesn't help matters, does it, Mordred? No, Mordred, it doesn't. Oh, their counterattacks are so ineffectual. Oh no, they're winning one there. Oh no, that's against the Qing unit. That doesn't count. It's not one of ours. Oh, their units have split again. I see the problem. Poznik, no, Vasco. Let's cancel your current orders. We'll have to draw them individually. So, your unit, are going to be going for... this. And then your unit is going to go for this. And then your unit is going to go for this. There we are. And the way you can do that is you, was that shift right click? No, control right click on the line, and then anyone that's assigned to that front is selected. And that's how you can break up units within an army. I don't usually like doing that. I prefer just having 3 separate armies, but effort. We're actually losing a couple of attacks here. Maybe it's almost time for us to counterattack again. I mean, it looks like they're bringing in a lot of heavy tank divisions, or medium tanks, I'm not sure which they are. And also supply is a problem, that's true. I have not been keeping up with my construction. Oh dear, I really haven't. Let's get those seen to, shall we? There we are. There's a couple of you that are not getting built now. You're not needed. All the rest are, though. Technically, you're not. I'll keep you for the moment. Okay. Planning preparation is taking a while to accumulate. That is the downside to Grand Battle Plan, is it can take a while to actually get the planning bonus. But once you get it, you can just keep on going, and keep on going, and keep on going, and keep on going, which is how we've managed to break out from what, here to here. With Mobile Doctrine, you would not have been able to do that. Oh, here comes another counterattack. So they are once again just squandering troops. They've lost 12 million troops now to my 746,000. That is one hell of a discrepancy. How am I doing in aircraft? Oh, we outnumber them in aircraft. How are we doing in air superiority? Do we just have it? We do. Ooh, we got another airbase. Let's add another bunch of jets. No, we're out of jets. Apparently all of our jets got shot down. Fighter 3s? We have no Fighter 3s either. Okay, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to go plus 50. Air support. 50. Air support. Well, if I'm out of jets and I'm out of Fighter 3s, then what are those 9,000 planes? I mean, clearly we have a couple of air support. What are the rest? I mean, these are tiny numbers in comparison. Oh, the 9,000 is your total, isn't it? Of course it is. I'm an idiot.